good definition. He wrote, a backdoor is a component of a security mechanism where the component is active on a computer system without the consent of the computer's owner, performs functions that subvert purposes disclosed. It performs functions that subvert purposes it must be not disclosed. I must have forgotten a not in there. Not disclosed to the computer's owner and is under the control of an undisclosed actor. So that's very broad, but I think it's a beautiful definition of backdoor. You know, and that's the way we've always used it. We've you know, when we see it being used in the press and Lord help us in Congress, it, you know, it has no meaning. It just means something the FBI wants and Apple doesn't. Whatever, you know, it's a big blurry cloud. But, you know, a backdoor is exactly what Jonathan said. It is something that is secret, that is under somebody else's control, that in some way subverts the security of the system that backdoors target. I think that's our useful formal working definition, and that has nothing to do with this case. You know, this is not a backdoor that the FBI is asking for. I mean, it is an improvement of brute forcing the password is what they're asking for. And from the beginning, when I heard that, I thought, oh, that's kind of clever. You know, I mean, they're like somebody at the FBI figured out what to ask for that was doable.
But in a larger sense, it's a backdoor, because if the FBI can compel Apple to create custom firmware for a phone, that firmware really is, in that sense, a backdoor, right? It's putting something on the phone to change the phone's security behavior. And now, in this case, the terrorist is dead.
Well, okay.
So you know, he doesn't know, but you know what I'm saying? It's a backdoor. The larger thing is a backdoor, which is the idea that a company can modify the firmware.
But they could, well, yes, except that Apple also has hardware that can presumably not be modified. So, for example, and that takes us right into the next point in the show notes, which is complex iPhone passcodes. What we discussed in March of 2014, so exactly 2 years ago, I noted that the old PDF I had downloaded was on the 11th of March.